Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to X Sports Live, brought to you by CMB Linen. AJ Good here with Clint Brazier. And Clint, it's been a while. I know you had a sinus infection last week, but it's good to have you back on the set again.
I'm trying to get over it. I'm driving my wife insane. Because it usually starts around 8 o'clock. I'll start this and start trying to get this phlegm out and stuff. But I hate a sinus infection. I do. But I'm on the good end of it.
Well, did this happen on your trip to North Carolina?
It actually did. I started feeling bad. We stopped in Chattanooga and watched my nephew play baseball.
Awesome.
And it was so dusty and humid that when we got in the car, I could feel my throat start itching.
Yeah,
That feeling. You're like, oh no,
here it comes.
But power through it. You got to play Pinehurst, so it.
How was it?
Oh, it was. I mean, I don't worry about the score. Don't ask me what the score was.
Did you break 100?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Had to cheat to do it. No, I did not break 90.
How many mulligans?
Not mulligans necessarily, but I would be out of the hole. And like they had the pin on 18 where Rory missed that putt.
Oh,
so I wanted to go putt it.
Yeah.
I told the caddy, I said, show me where that was.
Yeah.
He said, I can show you exactly where it was. And I just rammed it in the back of the hole. And he put a ball down and he said, now putt it like you've got $1 million on the line. And I was like, and it just went. I said, I get it. But it was a beautiful experience to scratch that one off the bucket list.
That is all. How many places where a major's been played have you played?
That's the only place, I guess, that I've played that a major has been played. I've played Sawgrass. I played TPC, San Antonio, but never played. Never played, I guess, anywhere. If I have, I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I just don't think I have.
Yeah,
Because I've sure never played Pebble Beach or Bethpage or any of the New York courses because I've never been to New York.
Yeah.
So, no, God, no, you can't get on in Augusta. No.
Well, shoot, Rory doesn't want to play Bethpage anymore.
No. Well, he might want to, but he'd want the crowd to go.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that fueled those guys.
Well,
I really think it did.
Listen, I'm not trying to sound anti-American here, but if there's any such thing as karma or justice in this world, Shane Lowry got to seal that deal, and he deserved to.
Or the one where Rory had to step back a million times, tell the guy to shut the F up, and then stuck it to.
Well, I mean, you're throwing drinks at his wife.
Yeah, that's.
Come on, man.
There's something going on with this country.
Stupid New Yorkers.
Politically, and it's leaking over.
Well, it's
that, which is stupid.
And again, I don't want to get politically, but when your fearless leaders, advocating a lot of stuff, what do you do?
Yeah, I think you could trace it back to the USA Hockey All-Star Week stuff where they started off that one game just throwing haymakers in the U.S. won, but then Canada eventually came back and won that. That's one place you can go with that. But
I think there needs to be a new criteria for how America picks their Ryder Cup team. Yes. I think the first question needs to be, do you want to be here?
Exactly.
Because those first 2 days, it looked like they were having to pay to do it or something.
Right. Like
no effort.
Scheffler looked like he wanted to be.
I'll be honest with you. I think Scheffler's more like Tiger was. Yeah. Tiger was never a very good Ryder Cup player. No. And I just think it's one of those that he's just like, this ain't what I'm here for.
Well, someone brought it up. I was listening to a podcast. They were talking about the Clippers situation, but they got into that. They're saying, like, the Europeans are really good at picking teams, guys that are going to play off each other well, where the Americans just kind of throw everything together. Oh, whatever. I think somebody jokes around with him a lot, so he would be good. They dominate in the individuals. They always do. When it's one-on-one, if it was a one-on-one tournament, the U.S. would win walking away.
Because they usually are better on Sundays.
Yeah.
But they're usually in such a hole that it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And how big does that half and a point with the injury come into play, even with Lowry closing it? Because, that could have been, I think that rule has got to be changed.
Right.
And I'm not saying that it should cost you, but did they not at some point? I mean, I feel like I've been watching the Ryder Cup for years. Were there not alternates at some point?
I thought there was like at least 2, maybe 3.
And I just couldn't believe that there wasn't somebody you could put in uniform and say, all right, you're up.
I know. I thought there were alternates too, but the U.S. gymnastics team has alternates. I guess they don't in the Ryder Cup.
I guess not.
Or maybe they didn't show up. Who knows what?
Well, I mean, I think it would have been a perfect opportunity for Keegan Bradley to suit up.
Why not?
Hell, he should have been playing anyways.
I'm sure his clubs were there. He could have borrowed the injured guys to make it work. Well, last week was the fair week, and I must say, I'm a thrill seeker. I love roller coasters, but if you put me inside of a strawberry that spins and you allow a bunch of kids to spin it at the same time, I had heartburn for 2 days because of that stupid.
I wouldn't have had heartburn because I'd have thrown it up. Because I don't do round and round. I can do upside down. I can do roller coasters. I can do any of that.
200-foot drops and 90 miles an hour
but this,
all day. I'll do.
I can't do.
My son loved that ride, and then we got in with one of my wife's friends' kids. They go, "We make this thing go fast, Clint." I was literally doing this. I'd peek up, I'm like,
You like you were on Mission Space?
Yeah. So we slow them down. No, we're not. And then and I'm like holding it, because it has the wheels so they can spin it.
You're trying to outpower 5 or 6 little kids.
Just wasn't doing it. So the next day when we go on Saturday night, and my son was like, "Daddy, the strawberries." I'm like, I don't even want to eat a strawberry for years.
Well, enjoy it, buddy, because you've got another little one. My time at the fair is over. I say that I've got grandkids I'll be taking up there. Gretchen will make us take grandkids.
Just when you think, well, I guess everyone gets to a certain age where they go. I was talking with a couple people that are in their 60s. I talked with my dad, who's in his mid 70s. He goes, I got to a certain point where I rode this roller coaster at Kings Island. I went, I'm not made for this anymore.
Yeah.
He goes, it didn't even go upside down. It went fast and it did this, but I wasn't even made for that anymore.
The last time I went to visit Riley, my oldest daughter, right before she had moved from Orlando.
Yeah.
We did Epcot, Hollywood Studios all in one day, and then did all day at Universal the next day. And after it got over with, I said, I think the Cowboys riding away on this. I can't do this anymore. I mean, you talking about just dead. And I don't know if it was from so much walking and rides just beating you to death. But I was like, can't do it no more. It's been real. Dad's out.
Hey, you went out on one big hurrah, though.
Yeah.
But you can do like a park in a day, right?
I can do that, but we're going to pace ourselves.
Yeah. It's not going to be just one big rush. Right? Well, let's get into some high school sports. Let's start off here a week ago over at Hendrickstadt Stadium. Tough loss for the Wildcats, back-to-back region losses now. But this one, Columbia, you had a good start to the first and second half. I think Columbia kind of imposed their will late in the game. This one was different. You had plenty of opportunities, and just when you had Tullahoma on the ropes, muff punt, they recovered. Fumble. Even though you get the fumble right after that, kind of all the air had been sucked out of the building, because I truly believe they get that ball, they don't fumble it, or he just lets it bounce and they pick it up at the 20. They go right down and score, and then they go for 2, take the lead, because they had figured out Tullahoma's offense and they had figured out their defense, and that was just such a buzzkill.
I forgot that Lawrence County and Tullahoma were playing on Fair Thursday, normal.
Yeah.
And when I finally remembered it and turned it on, it was literally at the muff punt.
And you're probably tuning in thinking, all right, this is when they're going to take over.
I did. The first thing I said was, ooh. I said, we got a good one here. I said, Lawrence County's about to get the ball back. And then I went,
Yeah.
And I'm just like everybody in the crowd. That place was quiet on your side where that camera was.
Oh, man. But Tullahoma, I have never seen this before, Clint, ever in my life. Like, I've seen some college games with a ton of penalties. A school record, by the way. 19 penalties, 185 yards.
Yeah.
And both touchdown drives were aided by a lot of penalty yards.
Talked to Coach Jerome Gaines, who's longtime coach at Lawrence County High School, retired, but he doesn't miss.
Yeah.
And saw him Sunday at the golf course, I guess. And I said, Coach, what happened? He said, I don't know how good Tullahoma is. He said, I'm curious to see how good they could be if they didn't kill themselves in penalties.
Right. Right.
He said, so I don't know if we actually played them close or if we didn't.
I came away feeling the same way. Like, I really don't know how good that team is. I know they're big. I know they've got a stud, not just one, a couple studs of running back. Got a pretty decent quarterback with some good wideouts, and their defense is spectacular. But no one really knows how good they are. They've played some tough competition and got some good wins, but they, from what I was told by the radio broadcast team, who was awesome, we sat beside each other. Those guys are great. And told by the coaches up in the booth and the guy that runs their video, like, that was their issue in their 2 previous games. They just shot themselves in the foot. Or in the words of Brees Hall, we shot ourselves in the foot, then we shot ourselves in the head.
Right.
Great quote. That's a great quote.
As a Houston Nutt said one time, said, we don't even have any toes left. We shot ourselves in the foot so many times.
Yeah. But they did, and I was talking with the film guy, and he's like, I don't know how to correct this. He goes, do you make them run till they puke?
Mm-hmm.
Do you make them do sleds until they puke? Like, what do
Can you
do?
change something that you're doing
Right.
style-wise?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
whether if
know.
it's false starts, are we getting to the ball and we're snapping it?
Yeah.
You know, or
It was it was Clint. It was everything. Pass interference. It was holding. It was false starts.
Yeah.
They had a couple unsportsmanlikes, a couple personal fouls. They had a horse.
now
stop. They
that's
had a lot.
Now that's got to go to coaching. I mean, that's
Right.
stuff that has to be fixed.
Right.
You know, the discipline stuff.
Yeah.
I think you and I are, that's something has to be fixed. Now, if it's something that they can't get right in a play call or a formation, I mean, maybe we can dummy that up a little bit. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they had two penalties, wipe-out touchdowns, and one of them was because of the wet field. Kid was doing one of those motions, like he goes to the line, then he sprints back the other way. He slipped, and while he was slipping, he was going forward
Right.
when they
Slid
snapped
across
the ball. And so, just unfortunate that was on their first.
So they're off this week as well,
yeah.
and got to go to Dixon,
Dixon
and
County
which is
is
going to be
pretty
really
good.
good. They beat Columbia, I think.
27-17, I
So-
believe the score was. But
It doesn't get any easier.
But you look at the rest of the region schedule. Franklin County is certainly winnable. Lincoln County is winnable now because they just lost to Giles County, who Lawrence County beat. I know it's impossible to kind of do that sort of comparison, but because Lincoln County was looking pretty good, but that's a kind of a positive. Go like, okay, well, they just lost to this team that we beat by 2
Right.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
So you've got that part working for you.
And then the last game of the year,
James lost.
yeah, and I think
haven't
that's
looked into that.
favored. Yeah, you got a chance to be a 3 seed.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a chance to, and who knows?
Yeah.
Tullahoma may have a slip up. Columbia could have a slip up.
Yeah.
So, Dixon County's not. They're not. Dixon County's 4A. I mean, 5A, right?
Yeah, but they're in the opposite.
Yeah.
Not the direct opposite of Lawrence County. I'm looking that up right now. They're trying to see where the opposing district is, because we were talking about it with the Tullahoma guys, and it was looking like whoever got second or third place was going to have to go to Sevier County.
Good God.
Yeah.
What a
I haven't looked into it. I'm actually doing that right now.
Well, you get to make a mountain trip out of it, I guess. Get to go see
Yeah.
Dolly.
Let's see. It's 20. Well, that's the old one. Here we go. 20. I've been blocked. What in the world?
Everybody hates exports.
Anyways, but let's go over the Summertown, and I know you probably don't want to talk too much about that because.
Well, I was in North Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
We had just went out and eat, and I got in. I said, "Hey, let me have the remote for a minute," and I put it on the ball game. And I said, "Well, what else y'all want to watch?" Actually, by the time I tuned in, Andrew Tupper, it was when they had stopped the game, and they were out there praying. And very classy move by Lewis County and all the Summertown folks too. But poor kid, bad break in his leg. He's out for the year. So that's 2 big linemen, linebacker. Austin Reed tore an ACL. Now Tupper's out with a broke leg, and AJ, I hate it, but it's kind of what I was predicting at the start of the year. If any team ever needed a bye week, it was this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got Loretta coming off of the bye week.
Yeah.
You should feel good about it, but you never know when it's a Summertown Loretta game.
And Loretta didn't look half bad.
Well, they're getting some momentum going.
Yeah, they as many times they've taken some decent teams against Decatur Riverside and got shelled, and they went in there the other night, not 1 but 2 pick sixes in that game. Their defense was on the field a lot. Offense was able to move the ball a little bit towards the end, but still, that they probably wanted a little bit better.
Well, I mean, it means a lot because Summertown. I think. Look, Coach Bryce Glass may text me here in a minute and tell me you don't know what you're talking about. I think Loretta is trying to just build some momentum for next year and get excitement in that program and get young kids bought in.
Right.
And I don't think they're really too concerned with playoffs or anything like that this year. Now, Summertown, you've still got a really good chance to be a 3 seed.
Right.
I don't know what that means, but I know that the zoning this year is not as tough as it's been.
Right.
Because a lot of the teams that you had to go up against are in your region now. And luckily, some of them are down.
Right, exactly.
But that means you're going to have to go to Adamsville and beat them on the road. But, it's that old cliche. You just got to take 1 week at a time, and you got to be as healthy as you can if you're Summertown.
Right. I'm looking up, I'm guessing you go up, if you're Region 4, you go up against Region 3.
Mm-hmm.
In Region 3, it's East Hamilton, Lenoir City, McMinn County, Ottawa. I guess I'm saying
It's
that right.
totally different than that.
Yeah. It used to be it would have been Hillsborough, James Lawson, which Nolansville and Page, and now you've got East Hamilton, Soddy Daisy, Walker Valley. I don't know what they were looking at because Sevier County's in Region 1. We're in Region 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that we would get Region 3 out of that.
You're heading east.
Yeah, you're heading east, and it's clearly not as tough as it used to be.
Mm-mm.
But, certainly a lot of chances for Summertown to bounce back because, Riverside's not what they used to be. Loretta's a winnable game, but you can also say that Summertown's a winnable game for Loretta at the same time because they didn't look bad at all against Decatur Riverside.
No. And that's the whole elephant in the room for Summertown is who's hurt and who's not.
Right.
Who can go and who can't.
Right.
None of those kids are going to tell you they can't, but a season weighs on you. You know that. And when you're playing 2-3 ways, I just don't know how long a run you can do it.
And when you're working on a roster less than 30, and now
and you're down. Look, Summertown's played really well
They have.
to be 3-3.
Yeah.
I thought they played a good game against Lawrence County, and Lawrence County showed its muscle in the second half.
really good against Mount Pleasant.
Thought they played great against Mount Pleasant, but now you're doing it without two of your best players.
Right.
So now not only is injury getting you, but it's key players and positions that's getting you. So
and season-ending injuries on top of all.
yeah,
that,
it's not like we've rolled an ankle.
Right.
It's
a bruise here
Yeah.
and there. It's something serious. But again, Loretta looked really good, even in a loss the other night. And
I think I'm planning on calling that game.
Okay.
You said you think you have to go to Dixon.
I'm pretty sure I have to go. To Dixon.
And I was planning on, but I don't think we are. I think we're going to go the next night. So
Okay.
me and Michael may tackle that one. Was he
Absolutely.
planning on being here for that?
Absolutely should be. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I missed the Loretta game last
Summertown
year.
Or at Loretta?
It's at Loretta.
At Loretta. Okay. Yeah. Go. They'd love to have you.
Well, I don't care if they'd love to have me or not.
They like you over there.
Well, they tolerate me.
Well, that's as good as liking.
But it's a two-way street, too.
Let's go to volleyball, and Summertown's on a roll right now, top seed within the district for the tournament that starts Monday. Loretto ended pretty good as far as district tournament wise. They got a good dominating win against Lewis County, who they lost to in 5 sets the last time that they played them. Lewis County much improved; they'll be the 3 seed. So that's Monday and Tuesday of next week. Summertown's on a roll. Loretto's starting to figure some things out.
Look, Summertown, if you on paper and you watch them play, is better this year with all the injuries Loretta's had, the graduation they had from that bunch last year. Summertown's better.
Right.
But I'm still not going to put it past Nick Quillen and that bunch to come out ready to play and shock Summertown. And, but the good thing is I'll take either one of them as a 1 or 2 seed.
No wonder.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're going to be in the championship.
Yeah.
They're going to go into the region. They're going to beat whoever's in that region because it happens every year.
Yep.
Then they're going to face off, and then they'll have somewhere to be on the 16th. 2 weeks from now.
Andre Kelly's done a really good job with this bunch this
they've
year.
dealt with some injuries, too.
They have.
On top of that.
They have, and had some players. I think they had some players quit on top of that. So
and injuries on top of that as well.
And you're coming off a team losing Abby Jo Schaefer, and you're coming off a state tournament team, and you're thinking, well, it's probably going to go down. No, they look great.
Yeah.
They're rolling.
And Abby Jo is a college level. Clint, I've been calling some junior college games lately, and I'm going to call a college game on Friday night over at UT Southern. Abby Jo's better than a lot that I see every time. Because one of them is a girl from who won the state championship?
Sail Creek.
2 years? Sail Creek. Their star player, Ava Higgins. She's killing it in junior college right now, and I'm thinking, man, Abby Jo, and I'm going through the list of my names, the Allie Weathers of the world.
I think M's still got a Bodden Is that the brand of volleyballs?
Baden, is it that how you say it?
Baden,
Baden,
whatever it is. I think it's still across her face where she'd hit one that M couldn't dig out.
Well, and then Lawrence County, they're at Franklin County right now. They should win that more than likely. But
they have the district sealed, right? They're one no matter what they do today, right?
Who's that?
Lawrence County.
No, they've got 5 losses in the district.
Oh.
2 to Columbia, which the last one was in 5 sets at home. 2 to Lincoln County. Both of them went 5 sets. Both went exactly.
Why was I thinking they were a 1 seed?
Well, they'll probably be a 3 or a 4 seed.
Okay.
Because they got, I think tomorrow night.
Hell, I was thinking,
County.
I don't know.
Coffee County was a top team in that district, and Lawrence County went there. Leah Dixon had 37 kills in a game, but they've lost twice to Lincoln County. Both games the exact same way. Won the first 2 sets, lost the next 3. Looked way better against Columbia the second time.
It's kind of been an issue with that bunch.
Yeah.
Finishing.
Inconsistency.
It's been in a lot of cases where they couldn't finish.
Yeah.
They've got up to big leads and couldn't close the door.
Yeah, and but I think they're starting to find their way a little bit. They had Shelbyville's got a couple really good players, and they found a way through that. They should win tonight at Franklin County. If they can beat Coffee County, I haven't looked at the district standings in the last few days or so, but that should put them in that kind of, Lincoln County and Columbia are 1 and 2. Franklin County's kind of in that 3 spot, and they'll be right behind them in the 4 spot. So
okay,
well. And then they
guess I should have kept up better.
Yeah, no, well, I'm on top of that too. But I think the first round is on Tuesday, and those are at the home sites, and then they'll move the rest of the district tournament to Tullahoma after that. But the point I'm trying to make is they've got, if everything goes right and they play the way they're capable of,
they should get to host a first round game.
Yes,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they'll get a Franklin County or Shelbyville, one or the other. Well, coming up next, Clint, we're going to talk some college football and some breaking
fun weekend.
Yeah, and some breaking news in Major League Baseball for Braves fans. That's the next one we return here on Exports Live.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. Before we get into all the college football talk, Clint, I don't think Nico and UCLA are going to win a game this year. I really don't think that's going to happen.
I was watching the other day. I said they may go over because I looked at their schedule.
That was their best opportunity.
I think they've blown their best chance, and now they don't have a coach, and everybody's quitting. And
or an OC.
The few good players that they have are probably looking where they're going next.
Yeah.
Nico being one of them,
right,
you know.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah, the grass ain't always greener.
No, and he took less money. But I will say this. I don't know if Tennessee's 3-1 right now if Nico's a quarterback.
Oh, hell, we're not. No. We would have won. We would not have won Saturday.
I was listening to somebody who's a big college football fan, and I just stumbled on his video while I was running out here at the track today, and he brought up a good point that in that Syracuse game, because Syracuse was moving the ball, if Nico's a quarterback, Tennessee might lose that game.
Well, because we're going to go 3 and out
a
whole lot of times.
Yeah.
And we don't make a comeback against Mississippi State.
No, and you're not in that game.
And listen, I'm sure he can develop them. Yeah. But hell, I'm at the point now where Josh Heupel just needs to get transfer quarterbacks. Because, my God, whatever it is, he knows how to make that work.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the Tennessee game. You get 2 defensive touchdowns. I do like the way Aguilar played despite the 2 interceptions.
One wasn't on him.
One was not on him. I agree. The other one, I think he just he had it in his mind. He's going to the tight end.
Yes.
Ball was high. He really didn't have much of
and
a
he
shot
even had
to
a couple
catch
other throws that could have been pick sixes that luckily defenders just tipped them or somehow it got there.
And he had a couple touchdown balls dropped too.
He did. He did.
That one,
you know, if you're the kid for Lawrence County, you should not feel bad because Staley, I mean, Tennessee may have blown Mississippi State out, but you muff the first. You get a 3 and out to start the game.
2 drop touchdowns.
Silence them stupid cowbells, and nope, you fire them right back up.
Yeah. Now, I've been there before. Mississippi State, when West Virginia went there with Pat White and Steve Slayton. When they started pouring it on in the fourth quarter, I was like, and just to hear the silence of the cowbells, it's like, oh, this is what peace sounds. Is this heaven?
Well, listen, I've been there before, especially for they can do it in baseball.
Oh, I know. They do it in basketball too.
But now Jenna, my middle one, who I told you, you better watch out around that one. She was there. Yeah. And after that game, I think she told the guy sitting beside her that'd been ringing all day where he could stick it. So, listen, I mean, it's loud. But, hey, big props to Tennessee. I mean, did you see how orange that stadium was?
I made that comment. So I was like, man, there's a lot of orange in that place.
But to what you were saying, Joey got a lot of things he can fix, but when you've only been working on the offense for 3 months, I think he looks great.
I mean,
hell, he looks better than Nico, who had 2 years to learn it.
I believe he's the leading passer in the nation right
He is. Well, he's definitely the leading passer in the SEC. Yeah. I don't know about the nation, but he's the leading in the SEC. But, my thing, I don't want to sound like a homer because there's 2 rants I'm going to get on college football-wise. But the first one, since we're talking about Tennessee.
He is the leading passer in just the SEC, 6th in the country in total yards.
If who's the kid for Ohio State, such a good receiver? John, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. If Ryan Williams at Alabama are having the stats that Chris Brazier has had in the games, Chris Brazier, they would be a Heisman shoe-in.
No kidding.
But nobody's talking about Chris Brazier.
He's 2nd in the country in receiving yards.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the plays he's did to win them ball games.
Yeah. And the one he should have had was that bogus pass interference call.
Yeah.
Which was horrible.
But listen, Mississippi State, I think, Jeff, what's their coach's name? Levy. Yeah. I think he's doing a great job. He really I think they're going to keep continuing to get good players to come to Mississippi State. I thought that was a good environment to show off.
Oh, it was awesome. That place was electric.
They're going to, just like everybody else, they're fixing to go through an SEC gauntlet. But I thought it was a good win. It's not that win that Heupel's still got to get.
Right.
But I thought it was a good win. And you got tested. People are griping on Tim Banks and the defense, and the secondary is atrocious. You got young kids that just look lost out there, but my God, they scored 14 points. At one point, toward the end of regulation, they had more points than the offense.
Well, the big part is they get that fake punt, and what they do the next play, because Mississippi State's going to take a shot, and if one guy didn't kill him, the other guy was going to.
Yes.
And they get the strip sack and they return it. I mean, that was a huge momentum boost.
It absolutely was. And look at the stand they made in overtime.
I know.
I mean, Tennessee is clearly a better team when you would rather Tennessee have it to stop somebody on the 10-yard line than the 25. Right. Because they need that extra defender out of bounds in the back of the end zone. Yeah. But you get some players healthy. Now, there's still a lot of things to watch out for. Let's talk about Alabama. I think maybe Florida State was a wake-up call because they held Georgia to 21 points in their own place.
And they were dominant in the first half. And I brought this point up. I think DeBoer, and I know Dusty has a lot of criticism of it. I think a lot of it, and honestly, 90% of it's valid. Some, and not just Dusty, but
Alabama fans
in general
that are coming off.
He's not Nick Saban.
Yeah,
and okay,
and nobody else is.
And nobody is. Bear Bryant isn't Nick Saban. Like, we understand that, but I think the good thing DeBoer did was he always felt like, I thought his play calling felt like a step or half a step ahead of what Georgia was doing defensively. Yeah, they didn't score any points in the second half, but did they have any 3-and-outs?
Well,
I can't really think of
they did enough to limit Georgia's opportunities, and I could not believe Kirby Smart did not take the 3 points. That shocked me.
Yeah.
But again, we just played Georgia, and we hung a lot more points on them, but to hold Georgia to 21 points in their own place,
and
that's huge.
Into how long home win streak? It was like 60 games.
Well, let me tell you something. Vanderbilt better, Diego, you better not be tweeting this week.
I don't think he has. I looked
you better be humble
today.
This week.
I looked earlier today, but that team, they're scoring a ton of points, and I made this proposition, Clint, because we were looking at their schedule earlier today. Because their next 7 games, they're going to play 5 ranked teams.
You're talking about Bama?
No, I'm talking Vandy. I'm talking Vandy. So their next 7 games, because they already got an SEC win, because they stomped South Carolina, who's still in the top 25. So
South Carolina's still ranked?
I think.
I think they got bumped out.
I think. Let me go to. I think they had them where they were ranked at the time. Yeah, that's where they were ranked at the time. They beat them 31-7 because they're at Bama, home versus LSU, home versus Missouri, at Texas, home versus Auburn and Kentucky, at Tennessee. If Vandy goes 4-3 in this stretch, Are they playoff worthy?
9-3 total.
9-3, and that puts you at 5-3 in the SEC.
Well, I think it just depends on who your 3 losses are and what's their record.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think by the end of this year, because a lot of SEC teams that we thought, I would love to be playing Texas right now.
Yeah, no kidding. And they got them first day in November.
I wouldn't be worried about that.
I wouldn't be worried. No, because let's see, Bama's winnable because Florida State proved it. LSU's winnable because everyone's proved it.
Yeah.
Missouri has not been tested at all. South Carolina kind of took them down to the wire, and Vandy went into South Carolina and
blew the doors off of them.
Texas is not a powerhouse, and Tennessee's not a powerhouse. Neither is Auburn and Kentucky.
Here's what sucks if you're Vandy though. Yeah. If Vandy and Tennessee's 9-3, Tennessee's getting in.
Right. No kidding. Yeah.
If Bama,
especially if Tennessee is the one that beats.
Yeah. If Vanderbilt beats Alabama and finishes 9-3, and Alabama finishes 9-3, Alabama's getting in.
Yeah. No doubt.
I mean, that's the bad side thing Vandy has going for them. Yes,
it's a brand name.
But I don't know. I don't like Vandy's chances. I don't think they can. Now Vandy's defense, I think Vandy's first 11 on defense, I think is really, really good.
It's the depth.
It's the depth.
And Utah State exposed that because that first half of that game Saturday, because I watched a good portion of it. Utah State was hanging in there. It's the second half where they ran out of steam.
I just don't think going to Bryant-Denny and this adrenaline rush that Alabama's coming off right now.
And they're coming for blood.
Yeah, well, you talking about having marked. Jeez. I mean, I think Vandy's but you got other games you want to go to?
No.
Let me say this. LSU, I'm off the Nussbauer bus.
I am too.
Now, ever since he's come back from this shoulder deal, he doesn't have any zip on the ball. It looks like me throwing the football.
And their offense is so
and when you can't run the damn ball at all, hey, look, LSU. It's not going to shock me if they lose 5 more games this year.
Because Ole Miss won that game, and it was 24-19, but in all reality, it's probably 24-10. It really was, because LSU was never once Ole Miss got up, LSU was never in that game after.
No, and I don't know how good Ole Miss is. But let me get in this rant, and I'm going to ask you because you're an AP voter, right?
Heisman voter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Heisman voter.
Well, let's talk about the AP poll. Yeah. Just one example. You know, anybody that's listening, I think you've heard me say multiple times, we shouldn't have rankings until about week 7 or 8.
Like we're coming up on what should be the first set of rankings.
Case in point, Mississippi State should have been ranked last week. They were 4-0.
Yeah.
Well, they lose in overtime to a 15th ranked Tennessee team, so now they're 4-1, unranked.
Right.
You know who is ranked? Arizona State.
They're 25th and 24th in the polls.
Yeah. Yeah, Arizona State.
Yeah.
Who Mississippi State beat.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
they're both 4-1.
Do you feel like voters are just literally not watching games anymore?
It's really, I know a lot of voters, and I knew a lot of voters at the top, and I still know a lot of these guys. It's really hard to do that, to watch a lot of games, because and just in my personal, I try my best as a Heisman voter. Saturday night, I'm normally up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, scrolling through highlights, looking at numbers, because honestly, I couldn't tell. If you asked me who my Heisman vote would be for right now, I couldn't tell you.
But what I'm saying is,
I've got 10 guys.
If you were voting right there, how would, in your mind, could you put Arizona State in over Mississippi State?
Probably not. No, Mississippi State is. Well, it's weird.
Does a head-to-head not have?
It should mean something.
You would think with the same record, and all I can say is clearly that's saying, there's enough SEC teams in here.
Right. Well, you've got Illinois at 22.
Yeah.
They beat USC, and that did knock USC out of the top 25. But how can you not get a 63-10 loss to a top 10 team out of your head?
I don't know.
And they almost blew that. They almost blew that game to USC. See, Mississippi State is 2 spots out of the top 25 in the AP. In the coaches poll, they're behind Navy, UNLV, Auburn, USC, Maryland, South Florida, Virginia, Louisville, and Memphis. Memphis, I think, is better.
Yeah,
Memphis is
maybe.
really good. Louisville's pretty good.
Well, I don't
Virginia's
know. I
pretty
mean,
good, but yeah.
Well, I will say this: Tennessee's after this bye week, we're playing Arkansas, and I did see where Bobby Petrino's been announced the coach, and he's already got him a motorcycle and an intern. So
Yeah.
everybody, watch out in
And he's
Arkansas.
fired his entire defensive staff. I made the point this afternoon. He is already acting like he knows he's going to be.
Oh,
the
that
next
he's
coach.
there's not going to be a
Yeah.
search.
I mean, how in the? Okay, I know their AD, or at least I know the
Mm-hmm.
AD's son because he played at Marshall during my time of covering the team. How, like, I know, like the morality scale sometimes in the SEC is pretty low, but like Petrino's like down here, like.
Oh yeah,
He's burned bridges everywhere.
he is a piece of crap. I mean, look at what he did at Atlanta. You know, I mean,
he left notes in the players' locker rooms 13 games into the season, said he was leaving for Arkansas.
So
I mean, him and Hugh Freeze, I mean, they found jobs back in the SEC after, caught messing around with other people. At least Bobby did in grand style, didn't get caught on the text message.
right. He just crashed a motorcycle.
Yeah, didn't get caught on a text, his own personal, not school sponsored motorcycle.
Right.
At least he didn't get caught on a text message on a school bought and paid for phone. I still can't get over that. How about Oregon and Penn State?
Penn State did what Penn State does.
Or does James Franklin do what James Franklin does?
I mean, that's pretty much what I meant.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize this stat. Did you know they have 2 top 10 wins in that whole era of James Franklin?
Yeah. 2016.
And I know they. Hey, and I know they made a
Michigan one year when they were in the top 10. But both of those were at home.
And I've heard some say, well, they mount a good comeback. You got to give him a pass. No, you should never get down that much at home.
No, right.
I mean, you should never had to make a comeback.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
clearly the talent is better at Penn State than it is Oregon.
Well, 100%.
But Oregon's got the better coach. Dan Lanning can coach.
Yeah, and he had that team fired up. And every Penn State game goes with James Franklin against a top 10 team goes the same way. Can't score, defense is overstretched, and then they get to a part in the second half where it's scramble mode because you're down by 2 touchdowns, all because you have a top 5, arguably, defense with a bunch of NFL talent, but if they're playing 70, 80 plays a game, at some point someone's going to figure out something.
You'd have to have a whole lot of Bo Jacksons out there for nobody to ever get wore out.
And you look at the rest of their schedule, UCLA, Northwestern should be wins. At Iowa should be a win, not a given.
Well, sometimes if you have trouble scoring, Iowa's not who you want to play.
Then they're at Ohio State. They're not going to win that game. There's no way they're going to win that game.
Not especially at Ohio State.
They host Indiana, but who knows what Indiana's going to do.
I like Indiana.
I like Indiana, too. At Michigan State, home versus Nebraska, at Rutgers. Outside of, I can see them going out of the 8 remaining games. They can go 6-1, 6-2, 7-1. But if you don't beat Ohio State and your 1 wins against Indiana,
You shouldn't get in. And I'm not saying they won't because of Big Ten bias, just like SEC bias, but they shouldn't.
Exactly. I mean, and I'll give Franklin props for owning up to it and saying, yeah, the perception is a perception because of facts. We do not beat big teams here. And I like the fact he was honest about it. He normally is in those situations.
You better be careful. Sam Pittman said the same thing. He got fired.
Yeah. And I brought this up earlier. Is Arkansas one of the hardest places to coach in the SEC?
I've had this conversation before. I don't see how it couldn't be.
Yeah.
Because you're recruiting. I mean, you got Tennessee as a border state.
Yeah.
You've got all of Texas and Louisiana that you're recruiting, and that you're having to compete with and recruit against. And look, just call it is what it is. Arkansas sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the school. I'm talking about the whole state. And I won't go to Arkansas.
Right. Weren't you just in Arkansas?
I told you, coming back, the best thing about Arkansas was getting to Memphis. And God knows about what Memphis is like.
But it's but it's, you know.
I mean, their biggest celebrities, Jerry Jones and John Daly.
But, you know, it took Vandy a long time to figure out how to get it right with Clark Lee. Being in Nashville, you can make the argument to Kentucky because they're almost in the same boat as Arkansas, but they've had winners there before, and they've been at least consistent under Mark Stoops. But ever since Petrino left, that they have not, ever since the Petrino motorcycle accident, they have not been.
Well, their biggest win was against Nico in Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's been their biggest win
exactly.
in that whole
Yeah.
and in this up and down mess that they've had. And
Right.
I think it's going to take somebody. You know, I'm not going to say Petrino. I think if they had a homer like Clark Lee that was alumni that can be there and recruit who wants to be at Arkansas, I think you could put together a bunch that goes 7-5, 8-4, 9-3.
And I think their fan base would be thrilled.
Would love it.
8-4.
He would be a
8-4,
god there.
9-3 every year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I don't think Kiffin should ever or would ever want to leave Ole Miss.
I mean, speaking of, that was a really good win for them, and they're doing it with a guy who was at Division II a year ago. Now, he was at a team that went to the national championship game, so he wasn't at a scrub program, but he just comes in and he looks like he should have been there from the get-go the entire time.
Yeah, Kiffin gets it out of him, and he keeps it fun. I would say it a little too fun, but you know, he makes players want to go to Oxford, Mississippi,
right?
And he's gonna. Now I think Kiffin's a little bit like James Franklin too, though. Yeah. I think he finds ways to screw up big time games sometimes.
Yes. But he's kind of, you know, that win against Georgia at home last year, this win against LSU. He's starting to fight off that stigma.
I think so.
I think he's gotten his head in the right place.
And I think we'll get to see if he really if he loves where he is or not, because I don't think there's any way Florida's not coming calling.
Right.
Possibly Clemson.
Yeah.
Possibly LSU. I mean, so we'll see.
I wouldn't put it past any of them. If
plus, he's already got 3 sons at LSU. You know.
and plus he has, you know, I wouldn't put it past him on this too. His daughter does play volleyball at USC right now. You know,
maybe time to go home.
Yeah, it might be time. Here's the big games for Saturday, Clint. We talked Vandy, Alabama. I think Bama's winning that just because they've got way too much motivation.
Pissed off.
Yeah, they are beyond pissed off. Boise and Notre Dame. This one's kind of sneaking up on people, but I think Notre Dame.
I think Notre Dame's got it figured out.
They've got it figured out. Virginia, Louisville. Virginia's in the top 25. Both teams that can score a lot of points. Louisville, I've been there several times myself. That is not an easy place to play.
And I like Virginia on that.
Yeah, I do too. I think they've got a lot of stuff figured out there. Texas Tech at Houston, both 4-0. But I think Texas Tech's already got a huge road win at Utah. I don't think Houston's going to be all that intimidating for them at all. Let's see, Miami at Florida State. That's certainly an interesting one. It's actually Miami's first ACC game this year.
I don't know. It's like it's lost a little bit of its glamour since Florida State got beat by Virginia. But was Florida State looking ahead? You know, if you get the Florida State that played defense against Alabama in week 1 and think could sling it around, Miami may get their first biggest test.
This is Notre Dame gave them a test, but again, I don't think they've been on the road yet. This is their first road test. Then you got Mississippi State at Texas A&M. A&M has looked good offensively. They have not looked good defensively, really, outside of Auburn. But let's be real. Hugh Freeze is making every defense look like the best team in the country right now.
Yeah, that one's a hard one to pick. I'm going to take Mississippi State because I don't think A&M, let's see, their big win is Notre Dame, right? But A&M just seems like they can't score points.
Right. Yeah. And they need to.
They remind me a lot of LSU, to be honest with you. I'm taking Mississippi State. Kind of made believers out of me. Now watch, they get blown out, and everybody be like, "Well, that wasn't a big win for Tennessee."
Yeah. NFL wise, Titans suck.
Yeah, they're terrible. Noticed that it didn't help that we relinquished the play calling duties over.
And then they get shut out.
Then we get shut out. So Hell, I may be in the booth next week.
I mean, you've been begging WWE for a job. You said you weren't cheap. But
I'm giving up on them. AEW, call me.
You can help out Tony Khan there. But, I mean, the Jaguars have looked good, and the Lions are just rolling people, and I do not know what has happened to the Baltimore Ravens. I don't think anyone can figure it out right now.
I haven't watched them since week 1. And I've just saw the highlight reels on SportsCenter and stuff.
They give up a ton of points.
I can't believe Harbaugh can't figure something out on that. That it's so shocking to see a Baltimore team that bad defensively.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And it's not like they don't have their issues offensively.
Right.
Lamar does not look very good, but defensively, I don't know that Lawrence County High School or Summertown or Loretta couldn't score at least one touchdown on them.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Maybe you catch him in the right week, you might be scoring.
He might come out there with a win.
Well, let's go in the baseball news and some big news that's, especially for us locally here. Braves are not going to renew Snicker. They basically made it kind of feel like Snicker was retiring. Had a lot of guys at that press conference. They're giving him a truck, a Hawaiian vacation. I think Snicker he's getting up there in age. He's been in Major League Baseball in some form or pro baseball for the last almost 50 years. If he would have returned the next year, it would have been 50 in pro baseball. I think they're framing it as a retirement. He might be framing it as a retirement. It certainly feels like a thank you for all you've done, but we're going in a different direction.
Yeah, we're going to let you quit so we don't have to fire you.
Yes.
And who knows? I mean, maybe something had to give. Now, we've all kind of predicted it, that either he was going or Acuna was going.
I'm thinking both.
I'm thinking both's fixing to happen. I think Acuna's so unhappy that he's going to go too.
Yeah.
But I did that. Did you see Matt Olson, that flare-up he had the other day?
Yeah.
And it's one thing I'll give Snicker. He'll go out there and he'll do just like Bobby Cox. He'll have his players back.
Right.
Yeah. Well, some of them.
Yeah, we just mentioned one of them. Which I've got issues with Acuna. I don't like that, he was doing his rehab and he was doing it thousands of miles away. Like, I'm one of the million reasons I love Kyle Schwarber. When Schwarber, 2016, when he tore his ACL in a freak accident in the outfield, he stayed with the team and did his rehab. So he was around that team. Acuna just kind of goes and does his own thing. And this is your big money guy. This is supposed to be the guy that's the leader of your clubhouse.
And there's no way that can't. There's no way when he comes back like he did that there's not a rift there.
Right.
There's just no way.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, where you been?
Exactly.
That's and if you're every other player on that team, that should be like, well, I hope you've been having fun rehabbing. We've been making this.
Scuffling. And then they were actually figuring things out. Like they got into 500, a little bit over 500.
Then they got worse.
Yeah, he comes back, and then they lost 8 of their next 10. I think is what happened when he came back. Like it just kind of killed the mood of it. And I know it's the low hanging fruit in that situation, but it's the truth. They won a World Series without him.
Yeah, he was out. I mean, he was hurt.
And by the way, he didn't show back up until the postseason when all the cameras were there and everyone could get every reaction to every big play that they made, which, you can read into that however you want to, but they still.
Well, the Braves are an organization now. They're not, it's not a Ted Turner thing. It's not, it's not a New York Yankees type thing. If they can deal him, which they will be able to, probably to New York.
Why not?
and get paid. I fully expect that they'll look for their farm system and they'll develop players like the Braves do and try to put a team out there that can win one in 3 or 4 more years.
Yeah, or at least be a consistent winner now. And
but I don't care. You know this. You played sports all your life. You've covered sports. I don't care if he's the best player in the world. If he's a cancer on the team, you're not going to win anything.
Yeah.
You're never going to win.
Right. And winning does not always solve everything, especially when you got guys like that in the locker room. Because let's face it, his own teammates have said things. People around that team have said things.
See, I don't pay attention to press or his interviews or anything like that. What I go by is when you hear teammates talking about it, because that's the unwritten rule. You don't talk about your teammates.
Right.
So if it gets bad enough that you do, there's a problem.
Yeah, and people around that program are saying, around that organization are saying things. I know Jeff Francoeur got ripped about it during the off season, but he wasn't lying.
Nope.
He wasn't lying one bit whatsoever. So what kind of manager would you like in that? Do you need because Snitker had fire. He didn't always show it, but he had fire. I really don't know do you need a guy that's kind of a stern, there's no such thing as a stern disciplinarian in sports, especially at the pro level anymore. But do you need a guy that's going to hold some of these guys more?
I think you need like a Terry Francona, somebody that's a player's coach that will have your back, but also, you're not going to. I think you need a coach that it sets the tone in spring training that we run everything out.
Right.
We don't jog on assuming a pop-up or a weak ground ball.
Right.
We do the little things you were taught in Little League.
Right.
I think that's what you've got to get back to. And I think Snitker maybe after the World Series, I feel like he kind of took a step back, and then he'd let some guys slide with it, and then he tried to press it on Acuna.
Yeah.
Well, then, to Acuna's point, well, you didn't do it to other guys, and that's coaching. I mean,
That's true.
If it's for one, it's for everybody. Yeah. And you could just see that riff coming, and I think that's what it's got to get back to. You don't do the little things, you don't play.
Right, and everyone's held to the same standard. And honestly, I don't mind a manager or a coach holding your superstars to a higher standard, which they should be. But again, to his point, other guys were getting away with certain things that he wasn't. And that can certainly create a rift. Well, coming up next, Clint, we're gonna go through some 90s trivia. We'll see how good.
We'll see how much I can remember of the 90s.
No, that's your decade.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun in them though.
I did too. That's coming up next on X Sports Live.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence. A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, Clint, back here on X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. We talked about it. We're going to go to some 90s trivia. Okay, we're going to start off with baseball. Most home runs in the 90s.
Who hit them?
Yeah, we can go top 5, top 10, but top most home runs hit in the 90s.
McGuire's got to be up there.
He's number 1. He had 405 in the day.
Griffey's
he's number 2.
Okay.
382.
Sosa.
Number 6, 333.
Bonds.
Number 3, 361.
Okay. Well, those are pretty much.
We do have a tie for 10th.
That's pretty much more about. Fred McGriff got to be in there, surely.
He's tied for 10th, 300. He was tied with Matt Williams.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah.
Trying to. Jeff Bagwell.
No.
No?
He was a 14, 263.
Was Dave Justice in that group?
He is not. He's not even in the. No, he's 24th, 234.
Well, that's not. I'm just worried top 10. Yeah. I don't care about.
Yeah.
Albert Bell.
Number 4, 351. That's a good
Jim
one.
Thome.
He is not in the top 10.
Wow. I guess most of his was the early 2000s.
Yeah,
and
in 2010s, he did a ton. He's not even in the top 25. I'm actually shocked by that. I don't think he broke into 93.
I mean, I think he was either a rookie or maybe a year in when the Braves played him in 95 in the World Series. So he would have had to done his the latter half.
Yeah, you're missing 5, 7, 8, and 9.
Is Canseco?
He is number 8, 303. You got another steroid guy at 7.
Palmera.
328. Now you're missing.
It's funny all you have to say is steroid guy.
Number 5, think Texas Rangers. And a funky batting stance that we all tried to emulate.
Julio?
What's that? No. No. Texas Rangers, funky batting stance we all tried to emulate back in the day.
I don't know why this is. I don't know why I can't think of it.
He used to kind of like do this. I mean, the guy was massive. He was like 6'6". He was huge. I'm going to say he was the leading RBI guy in that. He was the leading RBI guy in that decade. No, he wasn't. He was top 10.
I don't know who. Tell me.
Juan Gonzalez.
Juan Gonzalez. Okay.
Fifth,
Yeah. Why did I not? Could I not think of Juan Gonzalez?
You know his batting stance.
Yes,
So we all tried to do it at some point. All right. Who had the most hits in the 90s?
Hits,
yes.
Bonds.
No, not in the top 10.
Even early 90s before he was on the juice?
Yeah.
Golly.
No, he's 19th. He had 1,478. But he's not top
10. Jeter.
He is not top 10.
Is Chipper?
He is not top 10.
Is it a lot of the home run guys?
We've got 1, 2, 3 of the top 10. Frank Thomas is just on the outside at 1,560.
And Frank Thomas was not in the top 10 in the home runs.
He was ninth.
Okay.
He was ninth at 301.
Man, that's kind of...
Number one spent the majority of his career with the team that's on my hat.
Ryan Sandberg?
No. But he played close to him in the infield.
Dunston?
No.
Grace?
Yeah, Mark Grace. 1,754 hits.
I would never have said Mark Grace. I mean, clearly he was third who I said on 90s players.
He had 364 doubles in the 90s. I think that's the most if I'm looking at all the big hits guys.
Is Jeff Blauser on there for Atlanta?
No, I'm trying to see if there's any former...
or Dave Justice?
Dave Justice is not in the top 25.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's hard to just figure out who had the most hits.
So Palmera's number 2, 1747. Biggio is number 3.
I was going to say Biggio.
1728. Tony Gwynn is number 4.
How did I not say Tony Gwynn?
I didn't.
God.
He's 4th.
Maybe the greatest hitter of all time.
1713. Roberto Alomar is 5th, 1678. Griffey is 6th, 1622. Cal Ripken is 7th, 1589. Dante Bichette is 8th.
Forgot all that.
1585.
I wouldn't have picked him, but...
McGriff is 9th, 1573. And in 10th is Paul Molitor, 1568. Then you have Knobloch at 12. Steve Finley at 13. Marquise Grissom is 14th.
Marquise.
And then you got Albert Bell is in 17th. Edgar Martinez was 18th. Bagwell. John Olerud was for 24th in the decade for hits. He had over just under 1,500.
Well, I sucked at the hits.
You're really going to suck at this one. How many who led in triples in the 90s?
Is Ricky Henderson one?
He is not in the top 10.
I'm trying to think speed here.
Yeah.
Kenny Lofton.
He is 5th. He had 60 triples. And oddly enough, Barry Bonds is 23rd. He had 42. Deion Sanders is 22nd. He had 43 triples in the 90s.
Is Grissom, Marquise Grissom. I feel like
I just saw his name. Where was it? He's 20th. He had 44. The leader is, the distance between 1 and 2 is 30.
Wow.
Yeah, the leader had 113 triples in the 90s.
Wow. Alomar?
Alomar is 12th for 51.
Tony Gwynn wasn't fast enough to hit a triple. I don't know.
Jay Bell's 10th, 55. Brett Butler 9th, 57. Brian McRae, shocked by that one.
I am too.
58. Brady Anderson, I'm really shocked by that.
He must hit a lot down the line that got away.
Chuck Knobloch 59. Kenny Lofton 60. Jose Offerman 62. Delino DeShields 3rd, 63. Steve Finley was 2nd with 83. And Lance Johnson had 113 triples in the 90s.
I wouldn't have never said Lance Johnson.
Yeah. Here we go.
I wouldn't have said Lance Johnson had that many hits.
He actually had 1,400 hits in the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Let's go to the NFL. Who Top 10. Most touchdowns scored.
Teams?
No, individual, most touchdowns scored in the 90s.
Is this... So this could be quarterback or running back or receiver?
No, not touchdowns thrown. It's scored. So receivers and running backs. I don't see any.
Emmitt Smith's got to be up there.
Number 1, 147.
Thurman Thomas.
He is number 8, 73.
Michael Irvin. Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice is number 2. He had 110. Michael Irvin is 15th with 58.
Let's see. Brett Favre. Well, that's not Brett Favre.
He'll be on
yeah.
another list here soon.
Trying to think San Francisco.
There's no one that. Nope, there's one other 49er on this list.
Is it running back? Ricky Waters. Ricky Waters.
Yeah, 81. He finished 5th. So you need 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. You're not going to get number 6. It's Terry Allen. No. I didn't even know he had 74 touchdowns.
Is Chris Carter one?
Number 3, 95 touchdowns.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Sanders.
Number 4. Tied for 3rd with 95. So you need 7, 9, and 10. 2 are Hall of Famers. The other one is a Hall of Fame and effing his life up. But that's
Ricky Williams. That's not the one you were talking about. That would have been later too.
I think wide receiver, Falcons.
I don't know.
Andre Rison.
Oh, God.
74. Yeah. Tim Brown was 9th with 72. Marcus Allen was 10th.
Marcus Allen, yeah.
65. Then you have Carl Pickens, former Bengals.
Former Tennessee Ball.
Yeah, and Tennessee Titan. Terrell
Not
Davis.
Titan Ball.
Yeah. Terrell Davis had 63. Marshall Faulk had 63. I'm trying to see, Leroy Horde. I don't even remember that guy. He had 51, so he was 25th. Okay, who had the most interceptions in the 90s?
Threw the most or actually got them?
That's actually the next category.
Okay, well, there's Favre's on that list. See, I'm having a hard time even thinking defensive backs in the 90s now. I don't know. Okay. Just tell me them.
Ray Buchanan, 10th, 32. Donna Woldford was 933. Merton Hanks, greatest touchdown celebration. He had 33. Eric Allen, 34. Leroy Butler, 36. Chris Dishman, 38. Dion at 39. He's 4th. Aeneas Williams, 41. Eugene Robinson, 42. And Rod Woodson, Steeler and Raven, led.
Rod Woodson and Dion were literally the only 2 I could even think of.
And they were in the top 4. Okay, here we go. Interceptions thrown in the 90s. Favre is number 1 with 141.
Is Marino up there? The 90s?
Number 4, 127.
Hell, Peyton may be. He threw a lot in his rookie year.
He is not. He is not.
I would have to think Elway's up there.
Number 7. He had 112 interceptions. Wow.
Well, he just played all the 90s.
I know.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm not, I'm trying to figure out who played the most. I would say Jim Kelly's probably there.
Number 8. Him and Elway are tied with 112 interceptions.
Aikman.
Number 9, 109.
I'm trying to just do let's see, quarterback for the Giants that's on an analyst now.
Phil Simms.
Phil Simms not on there.
He's not even in the top 25. Good for him.
Well, good for Phil. This is a list you don't want to be on.
Well, most of his career was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he gave up. He lost his starting job to Jeff Hostetler there the year they won the Super Bowl. So that was 90, 91, around that time.
Is Warren Moon on that list?
Number 2, 133. That's really good.
We're
missing 3,
Steve,
5, and 6.
49ers quarterback.
Steve Young.
Steve Young.
He is not in the top 10. He's 17th with 80.
Okay. She ran the football a lot, too. Randall Cunningham. Or is that more 80s?
No, he had 70, so he's 24th on the list.
Let's see. Dante Culpepper would have been early 2000s.
Number 6 is Jim Everett, so I don't think he would have. He had 119, which is, I didn't realize he played that much in the 90s.
No, I would never. Boomer? Or was that mostly 80s?
No,
okay.
10,
He played enough in the 90s to be on the list?
He has the least amount of yards for all the guys in the top 10. He didn't even break 20,000 yards in the 90s. But then again, like you said, most of his production was in the 80s. So you're missing 5, just number 5. 3 and 5. You're missing 3 and 5. One's a journeyman. The other one spent the majority of his career before he was ousted by a Hall of Famer.
Oh, Bledsoe.
Number 5, 123.
And the other one's a journeyman.
Yeah. Former Heisman Trophy winner that turned into a journeyman.
Did he play at Miami?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Benny.
Third. He had 128 interceptions.
Yeah. He liked to throw it up.
He did. Yeah. So did Favre. All right. NBA. Most points in the 90s.
Jordan.
Number 2, actually. 1,800. 1,814 to be exact.
Malone.
Number 1.
Yeah, well, I knew when you said Jordan too.
Yeah. There's a couple on here that shocked me.
Shaq.
No.
He's not on there?
Not on the top. Because remember, he didn't get there about 94.
Yeah, that's 6 years.
He is not even in. No, he's 19th. He had 1,200 points.
All right, well, if we're doing just 90. Barkley.
He is number 9, 1,452.
I want to say Tim Duncan, but I don't know that he was there enough.
No,
David Robinson.
David Robinson is 4th, 16,715.
Patrick Ewing.
Number 3, 16,914. So
Scotty?
Scotty's 10th, 14,040. So you've gotten 10, 9, and 1 through 4. So you need 5, 6, 7, and 8.
I got to say John Stockton.
Nope.
No? Tim Hardaway?
No. No, he's 11th, actually.
Okay.
Just missed the
I knew you had to be close. Gary Payton?
Nope. Where's Gary? Sean Kemp's at 14th. Peyton's 22nd.
Huh.
They should have never broken that. Well, that was on Sean Kemp. That wasn't on the Sonics.
Okay. You said 2. I didn't think 2. You didn't think I would get Reggie Miller. Have I not said Reggie Miller? Is he not on there?
7. 16,319. So you need 5, 6, and 8.
Hell, did Isaiah play enough in the 90s to be on the list?
No. Remember, he broke his ankle in like 92, 93. Yeah, he's not in the top 25.
I think I pretty much went through the dream team. I don't think Chris Mullins. Is Chris Mullins on there?
No.
Okay.
He's not. He's 20th. He's 12,115. I don't think he made it to the 2000s.
Dominique?
No.
He didn't play a lot in the 90s. No. Shaq wasn't.
No. One's
Hakeem.
Number 7. I was getting ready to say one's really off.
Yeah, the dream.
16,484, and you're missing 5 and 8. And I'm actually really shocked that they're in the top.
Drexler
is 12th, 12,711.
But and you said these shock you.
They shock me that they're in the top 10 in the 90s, considering everything in front of them and around them and behind them. I'm shocked that they're actually. Dominique was 21st. He had over 12,000 points in the 90s.
All right, what numbers do I need?
5 and 8.
Who did 8 play for? Will they give it away? The majority?
No, I don't think it will. He played for 15 seasons, 6 teams, including the Heat and the Hornets. Okay. Yeah, the
Alonzo?
Heat and the Hornets. No.
The Heat and the Hornets. It was not Alonzo Mourning?
No. I forgot he played for both of them. No, it was a shooting guard, though.
Is it Allen Houston?
No.
Allen Houston just played for the Knicks.
Knicks guy.
Hell, I don't know. Tell me that one.
Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice. Great player, too.
71. And the one guy, number 5, the first team that pops to my mind with him is the Kings. He played 14 years for 4 different teams, mainly known for the Kings, the Wizards. I don't even remember.
Oh, Chris Webber?
No. Well, he did play for both of them.
He played for the Kings and Golden State, too. I don't know. Who is it?
Mitch Richmond.
Mitch Richmond.
16,600.
I would never have guessed those two.
I never would have guessed.
And I feel bad because Glenn Rice was a great player.
Yeah.
And I should have said Glenn Rice. But, yeah, I would never have said Mitch Richmond.
All right. Top 10 assist.
Stockton.
Number 1. So he's at 9,146. Number 2 is at 6,437.
So 3,000, over 3,000.
Almost 3,000. 2,600 plus.
Mark Davis.
No. The number 2 is a Mark, but not Mark Davis.
Is that played for the Pacers?
He did, yes.
Okay.
Part of his journey. He played
Mark
former NBA
Price.
No, former NBA analyst, former NBA coach.
Who?
Mark Jackson.
That's who I meant.
Yeah.
Why did I say Mark Davis?
Well, there is a Mark.
That's it. Yeah. Is Gary Payton?
Number 8, 4,800.
I think there's a chance Scotty may be up there.
He's 11th.
Okay, I knew he'd be close.
He didn't miss He missed number 10 by 46 assists. So Sherman Douglas is number 10. Avery Johnson is number 9.
Kenny Smith in there somewhere?
He is not. No. Mookie Blaylock is number 7. Kevin Johnson, former Suns guard, is number 6. Muggsy Bogues is 5th. Almost 5,400. Rod Strickland is 4th. Tim Hardaway just missed out on 6,000 assists there in the 90s. Because I knew some of these names, like maybe die-hard NBA fans would get them. I certainly wouldn't. Here's one you probably would have a little more success. Career blocks in the 90s.
Mutombo.
He is number 3.
Patrick Ewing.
Number 4.
David Robinson.
Not in the top 10.
Wow. Shaq.
Number 7.
Hakeem.
Number 1, 2,381. Did you say David Robinson?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2. I'm sorry. I didn't, just overlooked it. And Hakeem had 2,381. David had 2,323. So they were pretty close. So you've gotten the top 4 and 7.
And Shaq was not. He was
7th.
Okay.
7th, 1197.
I feel like Alonzo Mourning would have to be on there.
5, 1372.
There's
a couple of white guys on this list.
I was going to say Rick Smith.
No, he's 15th, 860.
Luke Longley? Luke Longley block shots?
He didn't block enough of them in the 90s. I think a really tall white guy. Really
Kevin Bradley. I mean, Sean Bradley.
Yes, number 6.
Kevin Bradley's from here. Great basketball player at Lawrence County High School.
Need 8, 9, and 10.
And we've got another white guy on that list?
But he's not from this country.
George Morrison?
No.
You remember that guy?
Oh, God.
Is Manute Bol?
He is not Manute Bol. He's more 80s, I think he was.
Yeah, I think so.
He played more known for the Lakers, Kings, and the Hornets. But more known for the Lakers and the Hornets in the 90s.
Oh, Vadi?
Yep. Number 8, 1,158 blocks.
I don't know. He probably gets kind of dicey after this. Was Rick? That would have been more 80s.
Actually, Manute Bol 17th. He had 834 blocks in the 90s.
Well, hell, he just had to stand there.
I know.
Rick Mahorn, is he on there?
No. So number 10 is Eldon Campbell.
I would never got that.
And I'm actually shocked. Sean Kemp is 9th on this list.
He could get up.
He could get up. I was getting ready to say big.
I almost said Jordan because Jordan's had a lot of blocks.
Yeah.
And
just for fun, because we got the other 3 big sports, could you tell me who scored the most goals in the NHL in the 90s?
Besides Gretzky?
Gretzky's actually not in the top 25.
Well, I guess.
I was really shocked by that.
Well, early 90s.
Yeah,
he was
more, the 80s.
Is Lemieux?
Lemieux he's 16th.
Hell, I don't know.
Brett Hall.
Okay.
512 goals. Luc Robitaille's second is 373. So Brett Hall was the guy. I was actually going to buy you something if you got Brett Hall on that one. All right, Clint, going down to the final part here of our show. You got anything you need to know about?
My rant was on. We've got to just no AP rankings until week 8.
Right.
I mean, let's let some teams play somebody.
Yeah.
You know, we gave Texas the number 1 ranking, and I don't know if they're a top 25 team.
Right.
To be honest, Arch Manning, you know, I just don't think he's the guy.
Right. I'm with you.
And I just don't think that, and I think you're about to find out.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't think you have to let some people play each other because you can really screw a team out of a playoff spot because they've started outside the top 25. And if they finish with the same record as somebody that started out because of you don't know what you're doing, it could screw them.
I agree.
So that was my rant, and I've already kind of got to it.
Yeah, I really don't.
If I was Mississippi State, I'd be pissed.
Upset. Yeah.
I've got the same record over a team that I went to their place and beat them.
Yeah, and then you took number 15 into overtime.
And they're ranked and I'm not. I'm pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's something wrong here.
I agree. I'm with you 100%. So I don't have a rant this week. It's all been good, and babies are growing up. Basically, just I hate the strawberry at the fair.
I hate the fair, so we're just. I didn't even go and eat this year.
Yeah. The food was decent. This food was decent. Unfortunately, I ate. They had a pizza truck, like a guy making homemade pizzas, and then I ate a piece of pizza, and then I got on that stinking strawberry. And poor guy probably won't eat there ever again because I have that freaking memory of the dang strawberry.
Yep. So, it's like getting food poisoning without getting the poison.
I know, exactly. Well, that will do it for Exports Live. So for Clint Brazier, I'm AJ Good. We'll see you guys next week.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.